My name is Maria Dairo. Dairo rhymes with Cairo, Egypt. So that's just an easy way to pronounce my last name, but I'm not Egyptian. Most people that know me call me Maria. Not Mary, not Mari, not Mimi, not Mira. It's Maria. I don't understand how people mess that pronunciation up, but people really do mess up my name, surprising enough. I grew up in Chicago, Illinois for most of my life. I've been here since August of 1995. I came to the US with my mom at a very young age. I was about 6 years old. My high school career started at St. Gregory High School. I went there for my freshman year. After that, my parents bought a house in Des Plaines, Illinois. From Des Plaines, Illinois, I went on to Maine West High School. From Maine West High School, I went there from my sophomore year up until my freshman year. Go Warriors! After I graduated from Maine West High School, I went on to a four-year school for 3 years. I was studying bio pre-med at that time. I was doing pretty good in it, but I was just not too happy because I was just like, it's too boring. It's just not something I want to do. I just felt bored. Like I was doing well, but I was really, really bored. I returned home after the 3 years. My parents were slightly disappointed, but they understood where I was coming from. They're like, it's better for you to figure out what you want to do now than to be thousands and thousands of dollars down the drain and not happy. So I came home around 2009, 2010, and I started to work. I worked at KFC. That was my very, very first real job ever. I worked in the front of the restaurant and I worked in the back. So the front of the restaurant involved taking orders, relaying orders, and taking people's money. Then I also worked at the back, which involved meal prepping and also the drive-through. Both of these things I didn't really like because either way, you dealt with people that were cursing at you, throwing things at you, and some of them even spit at you. It was a quite disgusting area, and at the end of like 3 months, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I got tired of coming home smelling like chicken. I love chicken, but I don't like smelling like it. It was like chicken was literally a perfume to me. Ugh. After KFC, I went on into clothing retail. I worked at Express. I worked at Express as a seasonal employee. I was hired for the holiday, but I only got to work maybe 3 shifts. Then Express realized that, they overhired. So they basically fired a whole bunch of us, even before Christmas. So I was unemployed from December up until January of 2009. I was like, I think I'll start looking for a job now. I'm tired of being broke and not having anything to do. So I ended up working at Forever 21. I worked at Forever 21 for about a good 6 or 7 months. I didn't like it because it's a chaotic environment. If someone walks up to you and says, hey, where's this red shirt? You can't even find the red shirt because people just like to throw things and blend. It was very, very chaotic, and I felt very useless because how can you work in a place whereby you tell someone, well, I don't know where it is, there's something red over there. I didn't like it. So because it was a mall, I ended up walking across the street and applying to H&M. I worked at H&M for about 3 years, and I learned a lot. I made a lot of good friends, but I was like, nah, I want something more. Number one, it can't really pay my bills because I was always part-time. It was very hard to get full-time at the time. So I was just like, let me find something else that I'll be more happy with. I ended up finding myself at Swedish Covenant Hospital working as a patient transporter. So I ended up moving from this place to Chicago by myself. I worked as a patient transporter for about 3 years, and within that 3 years, I got to do a lot of hands-on. I got to take patients to diagnostic tests like ultrasounds, cardiacs, stress tests, even the morgue. So yeah, I even got to see a lot of dead bodies. After patient transport, I was inspired to enroll into a 4-week CNA program. That 4-week CNA program was pretty cool. I got to learn how to take vital signs, changing patients, feeding patients, and in the long run, after I did the 4-week program, I took my boards. I ended up working as a CNA at Swedish Covenant Hospital for about 2 years. Within that 2 years, I enrolled myself into an LPN program. I'm like, okay, now that I got the hang of the CNA thing, let me become a nurse. So an LPN stands for Licensed Practical Nurse. So you're still a nurse, but you still have to work under the scope of an RN. I finished my program in about 16 months, and in 2016, I became an LPN. It was the best Thanksgiving present ever because it was a grueling exam, but I ended up passing. I worked as an LPN for a little while at Chicago Public Schools. I dealt with children that had diabetes, trachs, G-tubes, and ADHD, which stands for Attention Deficit Disorder. So I've dealt with different children from all walks of life. That was from 2016 to 2018. At 2018, I was like, I need to educate myself more so I can be more lucrative to the healthcare environment. So I enrolled myself into Northwestern College for the RN program. And here I am today, a graduating senior, not knowing what I'm going to do after this. But there's so many opportunities once I finish my RN. That's what's exciting about it. I mentioned my career journey before. So I started off at fast food, working at KFC, hated it. Then I moved on to clothing retail. Let's be honest, I hated it, but hey, it was a lot better than fast food. So from clothing retail, then I went on to become a patient transporter. From patient transporter, I became an LPN. From LPN, right now, I'm in the RN program. I'm literally 12 weeks away before I'm done. Woohoo! As I kind of hinted earlier, English is not my first language. I came to the US with my mom in 1995, not knowing a word of English. So when they enrolled me into a Catholic school, St. Thomas, I was picked on, I was made fun of. When little children don't understand something, they tend to pick at it and make fun of it. So I ended up learning English through various private tutors that they had for me at the school, lots and lots of TV and peers. Even though it may seem like I didn't understand what they were saying, you can still understand when people are laughing and chuckling at you. Kids can be cruel. I enjoy different types of music. I enjoy gospel, I enjoy rock, I enjoy lots and lots of healing and meditation music. I do not like punk rock and I do not like heavy metal. I'm not judging those that listen to it, but that's a lot of disturbing music for me. My idea of good communication is good eye contact, watching your pitch and tone, body posture, giving various examples. You can do visuals, you can draw pictures, you can do graphs. That's my idea of good verbal communication. Nonverbal communication can be sign language, body language. Yeah, that's pretty much it for nonverbal. But the main thing I would say for good communication is that good communication is important in any field that you're in. Specifically in nursing, nurses deal with doctors every day. They deal with patients every day. They deal with family members every day. So you have to have really good communication skills because they have to feel comfortable enough with you to ask questions. And you have to be able to be the teacher, be the advocator, be everything for that patient, for that family member, and for the doctor. And from what I hear from other people, doctors are very quick to report you to your supervisor. So if you notice a change in condition, communicate to the doctor. Even though it's 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the middle of the night and he's gonna curse you out, you let him know that, hey, Dr. So-and-so, patient Mr. Jones, whatever, is about to, it has a respiratory disorder, his blood pressure is 93/50, what do you want me to do? So you need to be on it, especially with your communication skills. My hidden talents I will show you guys later. One thing I can remember that was like a bad form of communication would be fifth grade. I had a cough drop in my mouth, and the teacher was saying that, oh, you're chewing gum, I'm gonna write you up. I was like, no, I'm not chewing gum, Miss Clemens, I'm not chewing gum. So I literally walk up to her, I'm like, see? So she got a whiff of my hot breath, but hey, it saved me from a write up. But I still chuckle at the memory of that. Now on to my hidden talent. So I'm going to take these grapes and I'm going to say the 50 states in alphabetical order. So I'm about to start. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming. There ends my speech, everyone. Thank you.